to some of the worst mods that you could do to your 5.7 Hemi, and I'm gonna be sharing with you guys today in this video. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. And most people, when it comes to modification for if you got a Ram or if you got a Dodge Charger, whatever that has a 5.7 Hemi inside of it, most people tend to think that every modification that they do is going to help their 5.7 Hemi, or it's going to give them some kind of power. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, like, how just because you're doing some kind of modification, like doing a throttle body or doing some kind of intake, this and that, it's not really going to help your car than what you think it really will. Like in some cases, it's like there's certain things, certain mods that you do to your vehicle just does not help your car at all, just because it's a aftermarket part, this and that, and you think you're going to probably gain some kind of power, this and that. Most of the times that's not the case. If you go with only if you go with mods that are cheap or something that's like overhyped, they telling you, oh yeah, you should get this, it's gonna do this, such and such, like mods like that. But real mods, real modification, yes, it's definitely gonna help your car, but most people don't really be knowing. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the number one thing that a lot of people think that really actually does help your 5.7 Hemi is having a stock 5.7 Hemi and then putting on a huge throttle body and stuff like that, and thinking that you're gonna gain some kind of power, this and that. In most cases, if you got a stock 5.7 Hemi and you put a huge throttle body on there, it really doesn't do anything to it. It just like, you're not gonna get any kind of gains from it. Like, only if, I get it, if you probably really like, if your car or truck is like crazy modified, then it's recommended for you to be able to do something like that. But thinking that you got a stock 5.7 Hemi and then thinking that you just gonna put a huge throttle, a bigger size throttle body on there, and think that you're gonna be making some kind of crazy power, is definitely, that's not how it works. It's definitely not gonna do anything. It's gonna be a waste of money, and that's not something that I would want you to do. And I feel like you shouldn't do that unless it's necessary. My next one I'm gonna be sharing with you guys, a lot of people think this is a mod that's just like, every time I think about it, it's like, yo, it's like you pretty much just taking your money to waste it out and not really like think and really look for mods that's actually gonna help your car. You pretty much just going off what somebody else is telling you. Like the pedal, I think it's called pedal commander, one of the worst mods on earth that you could do to your 5.7 Hemi. It's a waste of money, waste of time. It's not gonna help your car respond faster, or your whatever responds faster. It's not gonna do nothing. You're just gonna be taking your hard-earned money, this and that, and buying something that's gonna pretty much take your money, and you're not gonna get any kind of benefits to it and stuff like that. That's like the second worst mods that you could probably do to your Hemi, and I would advise that you shouldn't spend any kind of money on stuff like that. My next one is the shorty headers. Now the short, like if you're gonna do headers on your truck, always go with like a good brand. Go with long tube headers. Don't do the shorty headers, because the shorty headers is like, it's a waste of money. Also, it really doesn't get you, like, it make you think that you're gonna gain, like your 5.7 Hemi gonna get some power and stuff like that. It really wouldn't. It really not gonna do any kind of justice. Is like, it really not gonna do nothing to it. It's one of the mods that just like, it's overhyped and it's a waste of money, to be honest. Like, you might as well just go the route, save up probably a couple hundred more, and get yourself a long tube header. Then that's actually gonna be able to help your car a lot more. You're probably gonna gain a little bit of power, and then you're probably gonna, your sound definitely gonna change up with long tube headers. So my next one is another one that's overhyped, that people tend to think that is something that really gonna help your truck or car at the end of the day, is when you're doing, like, if you're gonna do an aftermarket cool air intake. Don't get me wrong, not every cool air intake out there is like this. only if it's like them off-brand plastic, not plastic, but kind of like those off-brand kind that you can find for like probably 150 bucks, somewhere around there. Like, and it's selling you probably gonna gain like 20 to 30 horsepower, and it's not really anything to prove. That's really proof that your car gonna be able to make any kind of road power. So definitely do not like spend your money on any one of these things that I'm telling you guys. Like, it's always important. One thing I always do whenever I'm trying to buy some kind of modification or buy whatever parts for my car, always make sure you do your research. All the information is out there to help you be able to definitely find like the actual right parts that's going to be able to help your car. Or if not, if you're not really like them kind of guys and stuff, you could definitely reach out probably to like a professional or something like that online, or some kind of Mopart specialist or something like that could be able to help you find like the right parts. You don't always have to go and see something on the internet or somebody like overhyped or something like that and then be like, okay, I'm gonna buy this for my car because he's telling me it's gonna be able to make this amount of power if I do this, if I buy this. Me, I always try to, if I can't find any kind of information, this and that, then it's some kind of fly-by, night-by-ish that they talking, and I personally wouldn't even try to spend my money on something like that, because the world we're living in now, like, you gotta think like when you trying to, especially when it comes to you working your ass off, and most people don't understand this, like when you see somebody with like some kind of car or something like that that they have, like it's so much stuff behind that. Like people don't be seeing that. Like they be seeing like the result of like them having that nice stuff. You never really seen what that person went through to be able to get to that point. So it's like, that's why I always try to tell myself, like, yo, if I can't find any kind of research or anything that I'm buying for my car, truck, whatever, this and that, I'm not gonna buy it. Or if I don't find any kind of video of somebody like professional telling me, like multiple videos and stuff like that, proving that this part is actually real good part for your car, truck, your 5.7 Hemi, don't waste your time buying that, because I mean, like, it's gonna be a waste of money. Like, unless you just want to be you, that's what you really want, you just don't give a fuck about you, excuse my language, give a F about you really like wasting your money and stuff like that. If you got it like that, then that's on you. But these are few of the things that I really wouldn't personally spend money on, waste my money on, to try to buy for my 5.7 Hemi, thinking that it's gonna do something to try to help my truck run a lot, make a lot more power, or run a lot better. So hopefully this can definitely help you out. If you out there, definitely subscribe to the channel if you a Mopar fan. I'll definitely appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.